Alrighty guys, I've got a couple products to unbox here that are actually so big that I can't fit them in the camera shot without you seeing some of these surrounding computer parts. Anyways, we've got two Sapphire 7950s here. These are the overclocked 950 megahertz edition. It seems like the minute after I bought mine, they discontinued them on Newegg, which is weird, but whatever. I'm glad I bought both now because I only plan on getting two. And if I had bought one, I'd be shit out of luck right now. Anyways, we're going to cut the tape here. I'm going to turn around my screen so I can see what's happening already. So we're going to open this up. I might as well move that one out of the way a little bit. We're not going to be doing anything with the second one right now. So pull this little tab open here. We've got our card with this piece of cardboard doing whatever it's supposed to help with right there. So we'll look at that in a second. And then we've got just some little egg crate type padding. It's not really padding, but whatever. And then down here we've got another box within a box. We open this up and we've got all of our accessories. I'm going to pull these out one at a time. You get one HDMI to DVI. Of course, this will only work a single link due to HDMI's resolution limit. You've got a dual Molex to 8-pin power adapter, which is, you don't see those too often. You've got a single Molex to 6-pin power adapter, which once again, I've never really seen one of those. It's normally dual Molex to 6-pin, so both of these power adapters are kind of unique. You get a Crossfire bridge. Luckily, my motherboard came with a black one, which I will be using instead. You also get a mini DisplayPort to full-size DisplayPort adapter, and this actually plugs in what I would call the correct way, because when you plug it into the card like this, it still only takes up that much space, so you could add a second one if you were going to run like iFinity 3. However, I do not need that at all because I bought my own adapters and stuff. But anyways, they also include an HDMI connector, which I do believe has gold-plated connections. Okay, never mind on that. I thought it had gold-plated connections through the plastic, but it does not have gold-plated connections. Oh well. And a DVI to VGA adapter. If you're going to use this, please go kill yourself. Just kidding, please don't do that, because then I'd be liable, and that's bad. But seriously, if you're going to use VGA with this card, just don't do it. Please don't do it. You've got a little Sapphire important information thing that I will definitely never read. You've also got a quick installation guide. I don't see how hard it can be. You plug it into the slot and you put your power things on and screw in the screws and you're done. You've also got a driver disc, which I guess you could use to get up and running, but please go to the AMD website and download the latest drivers, because AMD website is where you go to get those. So anyways, you've got your driver disc, and on top of the driver disc, you get a little case badge sticker, which I personally will not be using because I just like my case to look nice and clean with no stickers on it. But if you're the type that likes to advertise what's inside your computer case, you get the option to do that. So, okay, that wraps up the exterior packaging. Let me close up this CD real quick. Okay, so we'll throw that off to the side. Now, what you came here to see, I hope, at least. Because if you came here to see accessories, that's kind of boring. I'm going to get this camera centered. Right there. Okay. So that cardboard, not sure what it does, but I'm sure it's empty. Okay. So how does this open? Okay, the card slides out at this end. This is a really heavy card. Like, I didn't expect it to be quite this heavy. But then again, it's a full-size card with a giant cooler on it, so what can you expect? You get some protective plastic protecting the fan shroud, which is nice because you don't want a brand new, what was this, $300 graphics card being all scratched up. So that's bad. But there are two things that make this card really interesting. One is probably the first thing you notice, the cooler. This is definitely not reference. Like, I'm sure you could tell this is not reference, and if you thought this was reference, yeah. This is definitely not reference. You've got two fans. Apparently these run relatively quiet when they're running, you know, and they keep your card pretty cool, which is nice because I can't water cool for a while due to, you know, money restrictions. Just don't have that much money to be spending on water cooling right now to do it properly. Okay, so under here you can see the heat pipes. You get 3 small heat pipes kind of towards the center that don't go very far, and then you've got a super heat pipe. Here, I'll get closer. You've got your 3 little heat pipes right here, and then you've got a super pipe along here, and along here, whoops, right there. You've got 2 super heat pipes that take the heat a little bit farther away from the core. So yep, it's got 2 fans, a nice, extremely nice cooler. It should keep it really cool. And another thing, what? A 6-pin and an 8-pin, but that's a 7970 standard, not the 7950. Well, that's because this is a 7970 reference PCB, which means that you get better power delivery to the card. And yeah, that's about it, really. You get better power delivery to the card, and it's just an overall more beefed up power delivery system due to the normal higher power draw of the 7970. So this is said to be one of the best overclocking 7950s, which is why I went with it. And it even comes with a stock overclock of 950 megahertz, which I'm not sure what they come at reference, but it's in the 800 somewhere. So that's a decent overclock from the factory, and it's got plenty of room to be pushed further. So yes, guys, this is a very inexpensive card, depending on your standards. You know, it's 300 bucks. And for the performance it's supposed to deliver, I can't vouch for anything yet, but it's supposed to deliver really high performance, especially for $300. So I'll let you know my own opinions, but based on other people's opinions, I would definitely recommend you pick out some sort of 7950 if you're in the market for a roughly $300 graphics card. Unfortunately, it seems this particular model has been discontinued, but if you find one on a website, the 950 megahertz one is the one I've got here. I'm so far going to recommend that you pick it up because it's a decent card as far as I've seen, you know. Again, it has not even been powered on, so I can't really speak for that, but just looking at it, I can tell it's going to be a decent card, hopefully. So anyways, I'm rambling at this point, so if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and leave me a comment. You know this routine by now. If you want to see more of my videos, please click subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next videos.